DOJ makes shock arrest. Attorney General Jeff Sessions should be saluted for inspiring renewed vigor in the U.S. Department of Justice. This week, the DOJ has once again protected the American people by exposing a massive internet scam. On Monday, the Justice Department announced the conviction of a California man named Artashes Darbinian, 37, for running a multi-year scam worth $1.66 million, according to a press release. Darbinian has been sentenced to 96 months in prison and had a $1,557,979 fine levied against him. Accomplices named Orbil Hakobayan and Albert Yagubayan also received 24 months and 18 months in prison, respectively. Darbinian admitted that between September 2013 and September 2015 he operated two shell companies called Trademark Compliance Center, TCC, and Trademark Compliance Office, TCO. These two companies targeted small businesses that had recently applied for trademarks with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Using a mass mailing scam, Darbinian and his associates would falsify offer targeted businesses that the chance to track their applications and trademarks, TCC and TCO, claimed that they were in communication with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, and had the capability to track copyright infringements. These fraudulent solicitations usually asked for a fee of $385 for copyright protection services. This scheme was part of a wider web of mail fraud and intellectual property theft. Back in 2005, copyright fraud and internet piracy cost the American economy as much as $200 billion. Fast forward 10 years later, unlicensed software in the United States still costs the economy $9.1 billion. One of the most egregious offenders when it comes to copyright theft is the communist country of China. America loses $600 billion a year in intellectual property theft cases, a majority of which emanate from China. Sessions and President Trump have zeroed in on this illegal network, and a recent memorandum signed by the president will open up a federal investigation into China's involvement in intellectual property theft. The goal of this investigation is not only to curtail such illegal practices, but also save those American jobs and American businesses that are harmed by intellectual property theft overseas. One of the most disturbing facts about the DOJ's successful case against the Darbinian ring is that the criminals deliberately targeted small businesses, which are more vulnerable to fraud. In 2014, the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, ACFE, found that American businesses lose, on average, a median of 5% of their annual revenue to fraud. 3 years before, 40% of all small businesses in America reported that they had been the victims of fraud. This is obviously a serious problem in the United States. Although not specifically mentioned in the DOJ's press release, it is worth mentioning that all of the offenders in this case are of Armenian extraction. The Southern California-based street gang Armenian Power have a history of running fraudulent scams, participating in racketeering and extortion. Other street gangs, from MS-13 to the Crips, have branched out into the worlds of bank and mail fraud and will as well as identity theft, Attorney General Sessions should seriously consider using the power of the federal government to investigate the fraudulent activities of these organizations. The American population needs better protection from such conspiracies to rob them blind. Wow, that is something. Wow, who would have thought? How much money, and they target small businesses, you see? Such a shame. But where was Obama in all of this? This has been going back to 2010, they said, and 2014, and 13, and 2005. Wow, it's prior to that. Yeah, nobody cared. I guess nobody cared to look into this. And look at the amount of the loss. $200 billion loss. Wow, a lot of money. At least something's taking place. Let us know what you